This officer just pulled over a car, but little did he know, it was gonna be his worst nightmare. Yeah, that's right, he just pulled over the state attorney, and this is the best way to explain the situation. When you pull over your boss's boss's boss. So, safe to say, the officer quickly realized what he had done, but there was no turning back now.
You're good. What agency you with?
I'm the state attorney.
Same thing. Alright. Thank you. Your tag didn't come back. Never seen that before. I'm sorry? Yeah. We're good now.
So it was...
You can hear how nervous the officer is, and let me tell you, it's not because he's pulled over a state attorney. He's nervous because he's pulled over the state attorney with no reason at all, and now his career hangs in the balance. Let's see if he can make a recovery.
We ran the tag. I've never seen it before. A Florida tag. It's never come back to anything before. So that's the reason for the stop.
What was the tag run for?
I'm sorry?
What was the tag run for?
Oh, we run tags all the time, whether it's at traffic lights and that sort of stuff. That's how we figure out if, cars are stolen and that sort of thing. Also, the windows were really dark. I don't have a tint measurer, but that's another reason for the stop.
Every time he clears his throat, it's almost like hearing his heartbeat getting louder. The officer is that scared. And of course, he fumbles to make clear sentences. And the smirk on State Attorney Aramis Ayala just makes it better.
Do you guys have cards on you?
Yeah, 1 second. Actually, this isn't my car, but I can write my name down if you'd like.
Yeah, he put my name on it.
What's your employee number? 157. Ready? There you are. Have a good day.
She didn't even need to see the officer in his eyes during this whole interaction. That's just aura. In the end, she didn't end up following through with the complaint, but I'm sure as hell that Officer Michael didn't sleep for a few nights. And that's what happens when cops come across highly accomplished lawyers instead of civilians whom they like to bully. Don't believe me? Well, this is what happened when this cop came across a lawyer he thought was a civilian.
No, you do not touch me! Oh my God!
After a minor accident, Claire Hall was talking to an injured teen's father when officers Matthew White and Anthony Salza arrived. They wanted to take charge of the situation but didn't like it when Miss Hall intervened. This lady stood up for a minor, but the cop's ego couldn't handle it.
Yeah, the key's stuck.
Okay.
It's broken.
Are you gonna, well, so you think he's gonna be taken with the scene or will he just...
Are you?
I'm not, no, I'm on the phone with his father.
Dad, it's my dad. But
How many cars are involved right now?
Not mine, that's mine.
All right, we need to get that off the road. All right, can we get that into the parking lot?
But
We'll take care of him, man.
Paramedics coming 2 seconds.
I'm just trying to tell his father. So,
Okay, well, we're in the middle of the highway, right?
Okay.
So,
All right, can you move your car, please? Thank you. My man, is your car drivable?
Yes.
All right, we're gonna get it off to the side of the road. All
All
right.
I'm saying is I can leave. I just want to tell his father.
You don't have to leave. Just
no,
move your car.
I just want you to tell me.
Are you okay?
Yeah, I'm
All right,
okay.
let's have a seat right over there, man. Is that your mom?
No.
No.
You want to talk to his father here? Why don't you talk to his father?
I'm working. Can you please go sit in your car? You have nothing to do with
His
this scene.
father,
I
he's
understand.
a minor. I'm an attorney because he's a minor. You need to tell me, is he going to be here?
I don't need to
or
tell
is-
you anything. I'm going to arrest you in a second if you don't get in your car. Do you
you're
understand me?
kidding me.
I'm not kidding you.
You are kidding
You are
me.
impeding an investigation right now, and you're really bothering me.
What should
Go
I tell
sit
his
in your
father?
car.
What
I will
should I
talk to
tell
him
his
in a minute.
father?
Get in your car now.
Tell, take it. No, you do not touch me. Oh my God, stop.
What are you doing?
Oh my God,
What are
stop
you doing?
it. Are you kidding me?
Knock it off.
You will be.
Knock it off.
No, get your hands off me
Knock
right now.
it off.
Get your hands off me.
Yes.
Tell him to get his hands off
Yes,
me.
I do.
Tell him to get his hands off me. Oh my God. Are you
Stop.
kidding?
Stop.
No, I'm not stopping. Are you kidding me, right? You guys are so trying. You recorded this.
It's recording.
Recorded it.
I'm wearing a body cam.
Recorded it. I understand, but why am I under arrest?
Because you weren't listening to anything we were saying.
Oh my God! You're not listening. Father is on the phone. Oh my God! Look, okay, I will come down. Can you please?
Take a breather.
No, you
relax.
take a breather.
I'm fine.
Like I'm being right now. Can you just let me
I'm not
move my
beating you
arms
at
up?
all.
I just moved my arm so it doesn't hurt. I am sorry.
How about you stop resisting?
I will. My shoulder,
And you let us put you in handcuffs.
My shoulder is dislocated and you're making it worse.
Well, rescue
Can I
can look at
please?
you.
Yes. Oh my God.
Sit up.
Can you please call Bob Barber?
Sit up.
Call Bob Barber right now.
Who's that?
He's in Narragansett, please. Please call him.
Well, we're not in there again.
I understand that. I cannot believe you. Take this fucking off me right
Okay,
now.
50. I have one in custody,
Oh my
disorderly
God.
and resisting.
Oh my God, you gotta be kidding me.
It took 3 sentences for the cops to lose their temper and leg swipe to arrest a non-aggressive woman. And then they wrote in the report that Miss Hall shoved a phone in one officer's face, demanded to speak with the teen's father, and refused repeated orders to move her vehicle. The officer says he placed her under arrest for continuous interfering. I mean, you can tell that this really didn't happen. And sure, she did interrupt the officers in more than one instance, but clearly she had the right intentions. She affirmed she was relevant to the situation, and also she was not aggressive. So let me know in the comments, was the force used by the officer justified?
Put her in my car.
I just wanted to know. I could tell his father if he's going to the hospital. I'm not even involved in this. I can't believe this.
That was our point the whole time.
I cannot believe this.
That was our point the
You
whole
were
time. You are not
screaming at me.
involved.
Oh
You
my
are not
God.
involved.
I'm a good
We
Samaritan.
instructed you to do something,
I'm a good
and you
Samaritan
refused to do it.
I'm a good Samaritan who stopped to help a kid, and this
Let's
is
go.
what happened. Okay, stop growing me. I'll get up on my own. You're hurting me.
Now!
Oh my God, stop it. Ow! Ow! I want my phone. It's over there.
Why don't you bring her back? Get her out of here. Get her. I'm assuming that she's an attorney. She's got nothing. We'll get her and she cut her loose. And then go from there. Yeah, I heard you guys say one in custody. I'm like, oh, here we go.
It was so,
Not on you.
unnecessary.
That's yeah. for real.
But like my tolerance for that is like, I'm just like, listen,
It's
you're
dangerous.
not
You're
gonna
in the
listen to
middle
what
of
I'm
a
saying.
highway.
We're in the middle of a highway.
Yeah.
Get in your car and get off the highway.
All I was saying, I stood her up too. She started screaming like belligerently. The kid was even more freaked out than anything. How old's the kid that was? I don't know.
05 is his birthday. 17.
Oh, that's Mike's.
You heard that? The cop is explaining his tolerance, but aren't police officers trained to be patient and masters of diffusing situations instead of making them worse? Well, it seems these guys missed that class. The officers charged her with obstruction of an officer, disorderly conduct, and resisting arrest. However, she didn't want to let go without a fight. After taking it up to the courts, all of these charges were dismissed, and state attorneys filed not guilty on her behalf. And that's just the beginning. On August 31st of 2023, Miss Hall and her husband filed a federal civil rights lawsuit against the SKPD. The department's chief, Matthew Moynihan, and the 2 officers involved, Officer White and Souser, the ones who arrested her. The suit alleges unconstitutional use of force, assault, battery, and violation of civil rights. Miss Hall claims the incident left her with a whole bunch of serious and really painful physical injuries, including major shoulder trauma, some dental damage, and even bladder problems. On top of the physical stuff, Hall also says the incident left her with deep and long-term emotional and psychological harm and distress. As of right now, the case was supposed to go to jury trial by the 3rd of November, which is tomorrow as I'm recording this, but it seems that the parties may have come to a private settlement. Either way, the ruling did support the victim's side, indicating that there was excessive force used. But not all cops are like that, right? How about this one who wanted to search the car just because he can?
Hey, brother.
Hi, how are you?
How long ago did you get in a crash?
Like a year?
Okay. The reason I pulled you, you can't have white light emitting back.
What do you mean?
Your tag lights, they're supposed to illuminate your tag.
Yeah.
Those 2 white lights, all they're doing is shooting straight back. You can't have any white light limiting them back. So then that also doesn't illuminate your tag. And on top of that, you got a border around your tag that blocks the county that you live in. You can't have that on your tag.
Are you talking about the one that the car dealership puts up, the black one?
That silver one that goes around your tag? Yeah, you can't have that. You got your license, brother?
Of course.
Vehicle registered to you?
Of course.
So,
It all started textbook. Officers pull over a car, they get the documents, but that's usually where normal stops end. The officer was drunk on power, and it clearly shows. He wanted to abuse some of it.
Where are you headed to, man?
Home
Where's home?
on University on Pier Drive.
How long you been in Orlando? Huh?
I work here since August or so.
Okay, your address just still says St. Pete on your license.
Yeah, I need to update it when my tag in March.
Okay. Are you concealed weapons holder? Any weapons in the vehicle I need to be aware of? Nope, nothing illegal in the car. All right, so after I'm done, if I ask to search the vehicle to verify what you're saying is true, you don't mind?
I do mind, but only because I'm a lawyer.
Okay. So you know what consented, that's what I'm asking.
Yeah.
So you have nothing in the vehicle?
I have absolutely nothing in the vehicle.
Okay. And you don't mind confirming that by allowing us to look and make sure there's nothing in the vehicle? As you can imagine, we hear no all the time as they have nothing and we find stuff.
But I'd rather not search my car.
Okay. Cool. Just hang tight, brother, okay?
Did you get that? The cop stopped the car because the license plate was partially obstructed. Now you guys tell me, where does the curiosity to search the car come from? Many civilians may not know that in cases where a crime hasn't been committed or suspected to about to be committed, a police officer cannot search your car. They need your consent to do that or a warrant, and that's why you can see this one ask for his permission this conveniently. And as a matter of fact, the same rules apply to field sobriety tests. The police officer cannot force you to take the test or search your car without your consent. Sweet old personal liberty. But unfortunately, civilians usually don't know this, and they end up giving consent, and then the cops use this to their advantage. This may lead to false charges, or in many reported incidents, even planted evidence, as seen on our channel in the past. This driver, however, was no ordinary civilian. He was a lawyer and he knew his rights straight away. He denied any consent for a search, and he may have avoided a terrible fate.
Down, Berlinger. All right, Nicholas. So one, you got to get that fixed, those white lights in the back. Okay? You keep getting pulled like that, you're going to get tickets nonstop.
I'll get it.
You understand that? That border? Take that border off. Understand that?
When I get home.
Fix that address.
All
Just
right.
giving you a warning for it. Appreciate it, brother.
You want me to wait here?
Nope, you can pull away.
This cop was smart. He knew when to back out and things ended peacefully. But what happens when the police are sent as goons of the rich? Spoiler alert, massive lawsuit involved.
You were stopped for a lawful order of a complaint.
A lawful order of a complaint? Good God, you don't even know the law. You don't know the law.
You might remember Steve Hindy from a previous video, when he was bullied by a corrupt rodeo board and the cops influenced by it. Well, it seems like he might have pissed off some more powerful and corrupt people. This time, he used a drone to capture the inhumane conditions of animals in Marshall Farms, New York, a facility where they breed beagles, ferrets, and some other animals for medical research. All of the recordings were done in a legal manner, but the powerful tend to bend the laws for their benefit, as a police officer was sent to stop Steve and his team.
Good morning, folks.
Morning.
Trip Channel State Police, just trying to ask some people ask questions while you're flying a drone over their property.
Yeah.
You guys got any idea on you or anything like that?
Why am I being stopped?
You're being stopped because people identified your vehicle as flying a drone over the top of their property, and we're just trying to figure out what you guys were up to.
That's illegal?
Well, they just want to know who you were. They couldn't identify who you were. Do you guys have any identification on you?
So because they want to know who we are, you're going to tell them?
Well, I'm just going to ask you. I'm asking if you have any identification.
I do.
Suspicious condition. Can I see it, please?
What crime am I suspected of committing?
I'm just asking to see your identification,
And
so
I'm-
I'm just trying to identify it.
I'm telling you no.
You're not going to allow me to see any identification?
Unless
Well, you're not
unless you
giving us-
demand it.
Well, I would like to see your identification, sir. I'd like to
If
know
I
who I'm
have to give
speaking
it to you by law, I will.
Well, you do have to identify yourself if I ask you to identify yourself, sir.
Only for being suspected of a crime.
I can get a supervisor out here if that's what you like.
I wish you would, yes.
Okay. Stand by.
Clearly, Steve knows the laws, and he chose his words very wisely to distinguish wishes from commands. He wanted the cop to establish a lawful order to show the ID, which the cop can't do unless a crime has been committed. This way, the cop can be incriminated, and here the officer knew that as well, so he went on to gain more information to make this stop legit. However, it was clear from the beginning that the stop has influence from the owners of Marshall Farms.
You can continue filming if you'd like, but you need to back up for me. For safety reasons, you need to back up for me, sir.
Who are you?
I'm with the sheriff's office.
Can I see your identification, please? You're telling me this is not a safe
You're
distance?
standing next to a police car that's loaded with weapons.
I see.
I want you to back up, please.
Can I see that?
Simple
Thank you.
request
How far?
to your vehicle. Thank you.
Can I get your name and badge number?
Larry Linder.
Larry Linder?
Yep.
And you, officer?
James Dunlap.
James Dunlap. Thank you. So, officer, are we being detained?
Right now, there's an investigation going on.
Are we being
If you
detained?
could step back towards your car.
Okay, but could you answer me with a yes or no? Are we being detained?
Right now, there's an investigation going on.
So, may we leave?
Not right now.
So, we are being detained.
At this moment.
Okay, thank you.
When you get back from my boss, and he's gonna come out here and talk to you, okay?
What am I being detained?
Well, I have to be able to identify you, sir. And according to the state law, I can detain you until I identify who you are. Okay?
No.
Okay.
No, you have no legal reason to stop us, and I think you need to present something, and present it now.
Well, sir,
you're detaining U.S. citizens and
Yes, I am, sir. You're
taxpayers.
detaining you because I haven't identified you. You guys have been questioned because you're being asked because you were flying a drone over private property. Now, this vehicle
Are you
belongs
telling us
to-
that that's illegal? If we were to have
Well,
done
the
something like
people
that,
made a complaint about it. They want to know what was going on.
So
So, that's
I
why
can
I'm trying
com-
to figure out who you are.
I can
okay?
complain because I don't like the color of your shirt. That doesn't mean that
Okay,
you
sir.
get detained.
Well, unfortunately, I have the right to detain you until I can figure out who you are, okay?
I think you're wrong.
And that's what we're going to do. Well, that's
I think
fine,
you're
sir.
wrong
I'm sorry
about
if you
that.
feel that way, but that's what's happening at the moment, okay?
This is a New York State trooper telling me this, right?
Yes, sir.
The cops tried long and hard to find a reason, but they just couldn't justify this traffic stop. They knew they might have messed with the wrong people who can't be scared off.
Okay, can I have a word with your commander, please? You've detained us long enough, unlawfully, and I'm tired of it. I'm just tired of it. Let's talk to somebody. Let's talk to him now.
You're the driver, sir?
I am not.
Okay, who's driving the vehicle?
Not important.
Why did you stop us?
He stopped you.
Why have we been stopped?
Because of a suspicious condition of flying a drone over private property.
Flying a drone over private property, what does that have to do with us? Is that illegal?
Don't know yet.
You don't know.
Nope.
Well, then you are detaining us unlawfully for something you have no idea about.
It's not my case, okay?
Well, I'm asking to talk to the person whose case it is then. Let's stop screwing around.
He's on the phone with the sergeant right now, so I can't give you an answer on that one.
Look, you're unlawfully detaining us. I want either get the guy out here, arrest us, do whatever you want to do, get yourself in plenty of trouble, or let us go. I'm done with
Is
it.
that a threat?
I'm saying that I'm going to take this to your higher ups.
Threaten me, okay?
I'm promising you. I'm not threatening you. I'm promising you. I'm going to take this to your higher ups.
Okay.
So let's get this done.
I
Do what
would
you're
love
going to do.
I would love to.
Do what you're going to do.
It's not my case.
Well, get the guy whose case it is.
Okay. Well, as soon as he determines what's what, we'll figure it out.
We're not waiting all day when we figure out what's going on.
I don't want to wait all day either. I'm not even supposed to be here right now. So
Then why are you here? I'm serious. Why are there, four
you
police
don't take a
cars?
drone and fly it over private property and not think that something's going to happen. Okay.
I don't think you know. I know you don't know what you're talking about. You have no idea what you're talking about.
I don't have a drone. I don't plan on buying a drone.
And which only shows again that you don't know what you're talking about.
Exactly. I agree with that. Okay.
But you don't just stop people because
didn't stop you.
You don't. Nobody stops people. No legitimate
We
police
have a
force
call
stops
that you
people
guys are
because
flying
you
a drone
think
over
that
private
maybe
property.
something was violated. You do understand that. Come on, this is. You knew this before you ever
From
got
New
into
York
basic
or
training.
Illinois?
What does that have to do with anything?
We have laws in New York.
About?
Probable cause, reasonable suspicion.
Of
We have
what?
Reasonable suspicion that you're violating laws flying a drone over private property without permission. Okay?
Why don't you just call, I don't know, the local airport or something and ask them if that's an issue?
We don't have a local airport. We're not near any major city.
Oh God, this
We got
is
44 miles.
Oh God,
drive.
this is going to look ridiculous on YouTube. It really is. I mean, it's going to look outrageous. And I don't like to make cops look silly. I don't. I really don't. I like to depend on cops. I have cops who are friends, and I like to believe that you guys are all the good guys. Okay? Why don't you stop doing this? All right. All right, keep it up. That's fine.
It took the cops an hour to decide on a reason for this traffic stop. Now you tell me if you think this is legal.
Okay, sir. Again, in New York State, you got to prove to me that you're a licensed operator, so I'm going to ask you again for your ID, okay? If you choose not to supply me with ID, then what I'm going to do is I'm going to take you into custody, and I got to find a licensed driver.
Get out of my way, sir. Don't interfere with my
Licensed
breath.
driver, and I got to tow the car, okay?
So this is now a traffic stop?
No, I have reasonable suspicion to pull you over because of a complaint, which is why I've stopped you.
For what crime, though?
Well, I've stopped you because you were flying a drone over somebody's private property, okay?
And then
There's reasonable suspicion that you were doing that. Now that I pulled you over in a traffic stop to ascertain that, okay, you told me you were flying a drone. You're asking me if it was a crime.
Well, first of all, nobody ever said that anybody was flying a drone.
Do not interrupt the trooper.
Nobody said that anybody was flying a drone. I'm clearing up a lie here, officer.
If you have a driver's license on you, I can go ahead and run that license to prove that you're a licensed driver, and then I can let you go. If you refuse to give me your information, then what I have to do is take you into custody. I'll issue a ticket for operating without a license. I'll take you to SP Lyons, okay? And then we'll ascertain who you are from there. And then I'll ask your partners here if they're licensed, and if they refuse to identify themselves or they're not licensed, then they won't be able to drive the car, and then I tow the car, okay?
I understand.
Okay.
A few things. I never admitted flying a drone.
Okay.
That's not in question at this point.
That's not
And I still don't. Where's the crime?
Well, what I need
You were stopped for a lawful order of a complaint.
A lawful order of a complaint? Good God, you don't even know the law. You don't know the law. A lawful order of a complaint?
Like I said, you're going to end up coming with me.
No, lawful order of a complaint is bullshit.
Okay.
Let's call it what it is.
I cannot let you go unless I can prove you're a licensed operator. And if
Why
you choose
was I stopped, though?
You were stopped
because
from a
of a
complaint.
complaint.
Absolutely.
Okay.
A complaint of what? What's the crime?
Look, we don't have to continue with this, sir. If you cannot prove your identification that you're not a legal operator, you don't have a driver's license to operate a motor vehicle, you will be taken into custody. If these guys want to show a license, absolutely. If you want to show a license, absolutely. You can be on your way. If you do not want to show any form of ID, you will be taken into custody. If they don't show any license, the vehicle will be towed.
Why can't you tell me what the crime is?
There is no crime, sir.
Sir, it's not a crime to stop you. You have to identify yourself.
A crime is a...
Right now, what we're looking at is you refuse to identify yourself. I can arrest you for obstruction of governmental administration.
Absolutely.
Obstructing me from doing my job.
We have another sheriff.
That would be a
Car, get that one, Jan.
But so if you don't, are you going to identify yourself for me? I need to see your license.
I will.
You're a licensed driver.
But I still don't hear the crime.
Okay. Sir.
I don't understand why I was stopped.
Okay, I'm going to ask you to tell you for the last time. Okay, you were stopped because of a complaint. People saw this vehicle, the drone being operated. This vehicle left. You videotaped another individual coming down south. Stop, I'm not done. When I'm finished, I'll give you a chance to talk, okay? Then I stopped your vehicle, okay? You refuse to identify yourself, okay? I'm asking you for information to prove that you're a licensed driver.
You block traffic and I'll make the arrest.
If you choose not, to identify that,
What a
what's going to
moron.
happen is I'm going to detain you to figure out who you are. Then I'm going to charge you for obstructing governmental administration, okay? Do you have a driver's license and registration for the vehicle? Can I see that information, please,
The
sir?
complaint, there is no crime.
Sir, do you have a driver's license and registration for the vehicle? Can I see that, please?
You need the registration.
I do, sir.
This is a traffic stop.
Yes, sir. Is it a registered vehicle? I have to prove it's a registered vehicle. If you have the registration, I need to see that as well.
I don't agree with you. Can't tell me what crime I committed.
Sir, I need
Or
to see the
suspected of.
registration. Can I see your license and your registration? Thank you, sir.
Registration's in the level.
Okay. Any issues with your license, sir? Are you a licensed operator?
I am.
Okay. Sir, do you have any warrants or any kind of information you wanted by the law at any point?
Oh, for Christ's sakes.
You do not? Okay.
Officer, I was trying to get was your name tag. I already got it.
Thank you, sir.
Eddie's.
Thank you, sir.
Eddie's.
Oh, I'm gonna go back and run this
Eddie's.
information. If everything comes
Relax.
back on site, you'll be
You could have
free to
asked
go,
me. I would have told you.
Relax.
And here's the kicker. The cop was trying hard to get the information of the driver because he wanted to report it to his seniors. Nope, not the sergeant who was requested on the scene that never showed up. Instead, this information was given to the security staff of Marshall Farm. And this is only one case that came to light, but there must be so many more that never get reported, unfortunately. And even after complying with the police officer, Steve Hindy and his team were arrested unlawfully at last.
I gotta grab some information from you too, okay, sir? So if you have any identification on you, and it's the same case, if you choose not to identify yourself, you'll be taken into custody. taken out of speed lines, roll fingerprint, and photograph you until we can ascertain who you are.
And then you get sued for illegal arrest.
Well, that's fine, ma'am. That's your prerogative to do so if you wish to, but I do need your identification. So you guys choose to identify yourself? Because I need you to identify yourselves on the basis of the complaint. You're not going to identify yourself?
That's right. I'm not going to
Okay, sir, I need
identify
you to put the
myself.
camera down. I'm going to take you into custody right now.
There you go.
Ma'am, are you going to identify yourself?
Put the camera down.
Ma'am, are you going to identify yourself?
Camera down. Camera down.
Hold on, I haven't answered the question yet.
Being under arrest.
I haven't answered the
Ma'am,
question
are you
yet.
going to
Randy.
identify
We're
yourself?
gonna give your license.
It's possible that Steve was arrested just to remove all the videos that he and his team have recorded. They were let go on the same day from custody without any charges, and that speaks volumes about the intent behind this arrest. But if you remember Steve from our previous reports, you know he isn't one to get bullied, and he clapped back at the officers who harassed him with a lawsuit. And after fighting it for multiple years, he has some good news to share with us.
A $100,000 settlement. Thank you very much. New York State has agreed to pay $50,000, and Wayne County, New York, has agreed to pay another $50,000. $100,000 later, here endeth the lesson, trooper. Our attorney, Nora Constance Marino, is a longtime champion of animal rights and someone who doesn't take kindly to corporate or government bullying.
That's right, they won $100,000 from the lawsuit, but they were not content because the money comes from taxpayers' pockets, not the corrupt cops who can't commit to their jobs. And unfortunately, that's the truth for multiple such cases where these entitled cops leave with nothing but short suspensions. But one thing is for sure, people are getting aware of their rights, and you don't have to be a lawyer to avoid getting set up by someone like the cops we've seen today. Make sure you follow us to never miss out on such information. I'll see you in the next one. Thanks for watching.